Alright guys, how you doing? Alright, so I've got my TRX-4 here, and as we all know, it's pretty much one of the best rock crawlers out there, but one of the things that let it down just a little bit is that they're quite top heavy. So I've got a few different upgrades here, and we're going to try them out and see what difference they make to like the inclines, what this thing can climb. Alright, so I've got a bog standard TRX-4 tactical unit, out of the box, only run a couple of times indoors, so brand spanking new. Also, we've got a Defender body, because I think this might be a little bit more top heavy, so we're going to try it with this. Then we got some wider wheels that are a little bit heavier. We've got some brass portal thingamajigs. We've got a body that should bring the weight down. And then here we've got a score sheet. And so first of all, got this ramp over here. And angle finder thingamajig here. So what we're going to do is on each different setup, we're going to find out what the maximum angle is, what it can take, going uphill and on a side slope. And then we're going to write all these down on here. So we've got stock tactical unit, stock Land Rover body, then with brass portals. So that's with the tactical and with the Land Rover. Then we're doing the wheels. First with the tactical, then with the Land Rover, and then we're going to change the body shell and then just see what difference it is in degrees in both how steep it can drive up and how steep of a side slope it can take. So we're going to run this thing on a 3S LiPo. And that's the other thing with these TRX-4s, guys, is the battery is actually quite high up. So in future, what I'm going to try and do, not in this video, but in a future episode, I want to try and get that battery down a little bit. I mean, if we compress that 4-link down, you can see that's got a bulge there for smaller batteries, but I never run smaller batteries anyway, so I'm going to try and see if I can get this whole battery compartment down slightly. If not, I've seen Exo Cage, and actually he's one of my favourite YouTubers for TRX-4s because he does all these mods on these things, and I think he's probably got the best TRX-4 out there. He sort of inspired me quite a lot, so I'm going to put a link down below to his channel. But anyway, he took his battery from there and he moved it onto here, and that's actually going to bring the weight down a lot. Probably what I'll have to do is move everything over to this side and hopefully the weight will balance it all out. That's what I'm hoping. Alright, so here we are, box standard out the box. I think it's digging in on that back tyre, look. Oh, too steep. Deeper. Right, so there we go, that's about the limit. So we'll get our little angle finder thingamajig on here. Get that spirit level bubble even. Alright, so there you go guys, just there, 51 degrees. Alright, now for the same test again but with a Defender body. Alright, here we go guys. I'm kind of guessing that it's not going to get up quite as steep because of the roof rack. There you go guys, it can't go as steep. Let's bring that down a little bit. Alright, go a little bit steeper. Alright, I think that's about the limit. Standard Land Rover body, we're coming in at 47 degrees. So that is quite a lot of difference there guys, 4 degrees, that's quite a bit. Might not sound a lot, but let me just show you what 4 degrees looks like. There you go guys, that's 4 degrees. That is quite a lot guys, it makes all the difference. Alright, let's try the side slope. I think to make this test fair guys, we're going to stick this on one end and it's got to be able to drive to the other end to count. Oh god, that's side slopes. Atrocious. Good god. I thought it was going to be... I thought we'd have a good 45 degrees I thought to myself, but... I don't know, can't see it guys. Jesus. I'm seeing now why people moan at these TRX-4s for being really top heavy. think they're right. Alright. Right, let's get our angle thing out. And I'm guessing this is going to be about 30 degrees, just at a guess. Just over 30, we call that 32 degrees. Alright, so stock Land Rover, 32 degrees. Let's try the tactical. That should easily do it on here, guys. I'm guessing we're going to see about 40 degrees at a guess. Right, that's about our limit there, guys. We'll go with that. About 36 degrees, roughly. So that still sucks pretty bad. I want to try and get this figure up to about 45 degrees if I can. I think that would be pretty good. Alright, so next we're going to put these brass bits on. And that's quite a lot of weight there, if we just get our scales out. So 94 grams each, these thingy-majigs, and I've got 4 of these. We're going to put one of these on each corner. So, I've got one fitted on there. It actually, guys, that fitted on there so well. The machining is absolutely perfect. The bearings fitted in there perfectly. They all bolted onto here perfectly. And the good thing is, look, everything is contained inside the wheel. There's nothing poking out the bottom. And this really is the best way to add weight low down, guys, because it's right at the bottom of the wheel. There's actually no physical way of getting the weight any lower than what these things are, guys. That's probably the first mod that I'd probably go to. I'm just going to do one on camera, guys, just so you guys can see how easy they are to fit. Then I'll put the other 2 on off camera. So, wheel off. Take the whole portal box off with 2 screws on the sides here. Then the whole portal box will just slide off. On the front, very similar. But all you got to do on the front, you just take off 1 screw up here, 1 screw underneath here, and your steering linkage, and that'll be the same. That'll be that bit off as well. These drive shafts just fall out, but they just sort of just slot back in. Then get this hex thing off, and then you've got to take out all these screws that go around the outside. So you've got 2 on this side, and you've got 6 on this side. And I use these DeWalt power tools. I'll put a link in the description for that, and also these power tool tips. The best place to get these are Amazon, actually, guys. And then that should just slide apart like that. You push on there because you want to make sure that everything stays in this half. And then you can pop these bearings out. This one pops out easily from this side. This one here, you've got to dig around a little bit. And I sort of kind of find if you just get an Allen wrench, and just bigger the better, actually, so that you don't snap it. And you just got to kind of just try and prise it out of there. Like that. So, plastic part, 4 grams, 3 grams, something like that. Brass part, 94 grams. So we're looking at about an extra 90 grams for these. Alright, and then we can pop that bearing in there. And the machining on these things, guys, is absolutely spot on perfect. And I really can't fault these in any way. I'm going to make sure that you push that in nice and squarely. And then you can just slide that right back on over that. So these top 2 screws, no Loctite because that's still going into plastic. And then what I do with these power tools, I'll just do it up most of the way. Then just leave it like that. And then the rest of the screws, they're going into metal now. So we want to put a little dab of Loctite on there. Oops, not that much. Way too much. I need a tiny little bit on there. You might get away with none on there because that's tightening onto plastic. So you might get away with no Loctite on there, but it's better than it all falling to bits when you're out on the field. I always rather struggle in the workshop getting stuff out than it falling to bits when you're out playing. And then I always do that last little bit up by hand. Because it's so easy with them power tool, guys, just to rip the threads out. But then it's too late. Then we get the hex back on. Grub screw. You've got to make sure that that axle's in there, or half shaft, whatever you want to call it. Stick the portal back on. You might have to turn the wheel slightly just to get it to line up, like that. 2 screws back in. Make sure they're nipped up. Wheel back on. Job done. Actually feeling quite a lot heavier. Alright, I'm just going to get these front ones on off camera, and then we'll do the side slope test again with the brass bits. Alright, all the brass bits are on. Guys, it feels heavy. I mean, it feels like if I'm going to beat on this thing, I might break it more. So, I've got my, up here look, I've got the beta one. And I did order some fast bits for this as well, but I'm not sure if I'm going to put them on or not, because I want to jump this thing and air it out a little bit and use it as a bit of a basher. And with all that extra weight, I don't know, I'm feeling that's going to smash it up a lot more. But alright, let's try and get it on this side slope. Oh, too far. Alright, that made it. So, we are coming in at 36 degrees. So that is... Oh, hold on, it's the same. That's strange, guys. That's weird. How can it be the same? Alright, let's get the Land Rover body on and see what happens. That's probably not going to go anywhere near as far. Let's bring that down a bit. Alright, that's about the limit there. It's definitely not gonna... Yeah, that's the limit there, guys. Alright, so we're coming in here at 34 degrees. So that's weird. We've not gained anything with this one. I mean, there's going to be a little bit of discrepancy, I guess. But with this one, we've gained 2 degrees. Alright, let's try the uphill one. Alright, we'll call that the limit. We call it 49 degrees. 49. So we gained a couple of degrees there, actually, guys. Let's try it with a tactical. Go a bit more than that. Uh, 52. So we gained about 1 degree there over the standard tactical. So let's try it now with these wheels on there and see what happens. Probably a little bit difficult to see on camera, but these wheels are a tiny little bit wider offset. See how much is poking out there, and if we come onto this side, it's not much, probably only about 2 or 3 millimeters. And I don't think it's really a fully fair test because they're a little bit taller as well, look. Not by much, but these are a tiny bit taller. They're more spongy, so the side slope is probably, I don't know, but they are a bit heavier. So, standard wheel, we're coming in at 110 grams. And with these, we're coming in at 167. So that should bring our weight down a little bit more, but and a little bit wider, but the extra height and the extra sponginess might make it worse. Let's have a look, see what happens. Let's get the rest of these wheels on there. Yeah, exactly the same, guys. So no different there from the last attempt, which was uphill, 49, still 52. Alright, let's try the side slope. Alright, side slope with a tactical. Down a little bit. Alright, that's about our limit right there, so that is coming in at 37 degrees, guys. So extra one degree more actually on the side slope. I'm surprised by that. So let's see if we get the same results with the Land Rover body. Nope. Down a bit more. Alright, that's about the limit there, guys. I'm going to give it that. It fell over right at the end. So we're being a little bit generous there. 33 degrees. 33 degrees with the side slope, Land Rover with the wheels. So we're actually worse with this one by a degree. That's strange. And we was being generous, so that maybe should even be 32. That's strange. Alright, that's the limit. 49 degrees. Alright, so now we're just going to chuck this body on, and I reckon this is probably going to make the biggest difference. Let's give it a go. Alright, so we got this lighter weight Raptor body on here. The back body, I haven't got any back posts on there because it's not set up for that at the minute. The front one's fit, so we're just going to run it like that just for this test. Alright, so uphill test first. Still in the same settings as the Land Rover. I'm guessing it should do that easy. Easy. Right, let's go a bit steeper. Alright, we can go more. I reckon that's too far, but let's see. Oh! Guys, that is steep! Alright, we'll go with that. That's about the limit right there. So, we are coming in at... Check that out, 56. 56 degrees, and a massive difference, guys. Alright, let's try the side slope. I'm expecting this to be pretty good as well. Alright, side slope time. Go a little bit more, not much though. Alright, that's it, that'll do. And we are at, say 40.5. I mean, the body made the most difference of everything. I mean, we got, so hold on, let's just cover these up, we're just making it complicated. So, let's get rid of the Land Rover for now, because that was the worst. So we cover up the Land Rover, and Land Rover. So we'll cover them figures up. So this is with a tactical body. First of all, tactical body, 51 degrees. Then with the brass portals, we've gained 1 degrees at 51 degrees. Then with the wheels, it didn't make any difference. And the body shell made the biggest difference. Put that right up to 46 degrees. 56 degrees, sorry. Side slope wise, 36. That is really poor, guys. Look at the Land Rover. 32. That's really disappointing. And brass portals didn't make any difference on that at all, actually. I mean, if we look at the Land Rover, we've got a 2 degree difference. Oh, we should have got a 2 degree advantage on the other one. Maybe my readings were off a little bit. So we'll say it made a little difference, probably. Or maybe I went a little bit high here and a little bit low here. So it's probably got an extra degree on that, to be fair. The wheels give it an extra degree, and the body shell the most. So I think to sum it all up, definitely the worst culprit of why the centre of gravity is so bad on these things is the Land Rover Defender body. When you've got your spare wheel on the back, you've got all this roll cage stuff up high. It's really heavy, there's a lot of weight up high. So probably the first thing to do if you want to get the better side slope and the better hills and all that stuff is to stitch up that standard body. I mean, it does look nice and everything. You probably could take the cage off and take the wheel off, and that's going to make it a little bit better. So get rid of that first. The brass parts didn't make as much of a difference as I thought. And to be honest, I think for the extra weight, I think it's going to break more stuff, especially the way that I treat my stuff. I think that's really going to tear it up more. So I actually thought that the brass portals would make the biggest difference of everything. And I'm actually disappointed. And the wheels, kind of what I guessed. A tiny little bit better, but not by much. I think if we would have mounted the standard tyres on, that would have definitely made an improvement. So it's not really a fair test because we're using different tyres. What I've got coming, I've got some other alloy wheels coming. I'm going to take these tyres off of here and I'm going to fit them onto the alloys. Then I can do the test again and then it'll be a little bit more fair. So alright guys, hope you like that video. If you did, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, smash that bell button to stay notified. There was something else and I forgot what it is. You have to wait for the next video. Alright guys, see you soon.